Hello world, this is Logic Codes, and today we're gonna be writing the types of loops. We're gonna start off with the while loop. We're gonna do the main method, then our integer x which equals to 0, that's where we're going to start. Then we have the while loop, open those brackets. Then our condition x will be less than 10, that is going to count numbers from 0 up until 9. If you want it to count up until 10, you have to put 11. We're gonna do system.out.println, that is putting the x in there, so that is going to print out all the lines. X plus plus, that means that it's gonna add by 1 on our code, and there's our code. I'm gonna change that 10 with 11 so that it can count up until 10 instead of 9. Yeah, so right now we're gonna be doing the do while loop. The difference between a while loop and a do while loop is that a do while loop checks the conditions at the end of a loop. This means that the statement inside the loop body will be executed once, even if the condition is never true. So we're gonna be putting that main method there, putting our variable. Then after that, we're gonna be putting a keyword do. That is how we start the do while loop. Then we're gonna do the system.out.println to print our numbers at the console. Then after that, we're gonna be doing the y++, which means we're gonna increment 1, so that is the same as y plus 1. For every y that you print, you must plus it by 1. So the while loop here, the condition, the do while loop here, the condition is y must be less than 11, so that is going to print numbers from 0 up until 10. So another form of a loop is a for loop. For loops are used to iterate over strings and other things. So right now we're gonna do the basic form of the for loop. We're gonna do the same thing. The main method is very much important, our variable z. Then the keyword for is the one that is going to start the for loop. Inside there, we're gonna start by saying z equals to 0, that's where it is going to start, separated by semicolon. Now z, we're gonna say put in a condition, z must be less than or equal to 10, so it's gonna print numbers from 0 up until 10. Now we're gonna do that incremented by 1. Every z that you print, you add by 1. Now we're gonna say system.out.println. We're gonna put in c inside, and that is going to print our numbers. And that's it, guys. That is the basic form of a for loop. Now let's run it. There is a work. We're gonna be doing another form of for loop, which is iterating. This is just a basic looping. We're gonna do the main method again. Then this time we're going to do different variable, a different data type, a string called books. Let me type books. So equals to, you can put in the curly brackets. Then every element that we are going to put inside this bracket can use the double coded quotations. Yes. Then you're gonna name those things inside double coded marks. Then we have the science fiction. We also have the self-improvement books. We have the maths books, and we also have the science. Yes, so at the end there we have to put in semicolon So under it, well, now it's time for us to like start the for loop. Now inside the brackets, we're going to say string. Then we're gonna put those thing in the columns, x and books on the other side. So for string x in books, so we're gonna print like every element that is in books. Now we're going to run our code, and this is what we're going to get. Guys, so that is it. If you like the video, please hit the like button and follow for more upcoming content. This is Logic Codes, and I'm out.